Hey guys, here Gene. Welcome to the GTA 5 Coffee Car episode today of the Vapid Guardian going against HVY Insurgent. Both of these are new additions to the off-road section from the Heists DLC. My apologies with the delay with this episode. A lot of you guys are requesting for a while. I'm also working a few hours, but when I do make these episodes from the past, I've been trying to make sure I don't make any mistakes when editing it, because there's quite a few things you've got to fiddle around with the editing software to get the information across, so you guys are satisfied with all perspectives from off-road and on-road testing. So starting off with the handling with the Insurgent, you see here it pretty much shoots in and out of corners as quickly as possible, pretty much enters and exits so quick just because it's so heavy, it just sticks. But at the same time, that doesn't affect the handling. The handling's actually really awesome. It turns, it doesn't want to understeer as much. At the same time, there's hardly any oversteer, which obviously is expected due to it's just sticking there. The traction is there on the tarmac, and it's just amazing. Carry a lot of speed generated through the acceleration, whereas the Guardian, yeah, it's great. It's got amazing turning circle. Yeah, you can maneuver it really well through these corners. However, if you're trying to push it like the Insurgent, you know, you do get the unpredictability of oversteer at certain points where the radius tends to stick out, and you can lose a lot of momentum and speed that you carry through these corners. But it is certainly efficient. However, Insurgent at the same time, it's still just as good. So the Insurgent will take it there for handling. Awesome stuff. For acceleration, what you notice is that Guardian actually got better launch speed, just because the Insurgent's so heavy. It just starts off slow, but the initial acceleration just shoots off. It just goes ahead. But then what's interesting from this point is that it's not over. You know, the Guardian is actually creeping up ever so slowly, and it reaches its top speed so late. But this really would not matter as much on a track. It depends completely if you have this insane straight hair. But still, the Insurgent can easily, you know, pull away if it's a track that doesn't have this insane long straight. But look how long it takes for the Guardian to actually slowly creep up, because Insurgent at this point has already hit its top speed, but the Guardian keeps going. Remember, there's no catch up, there's no slipstream. Both of these have equal performance upgrades with stock off-road wheels as well, which I do for all off-road comparisons. So everything is 100% official, and these are for all my episodes, by the way. I forgot to say that recently because I've been so into this episodes and making them. I just think everyone just sort of knows what to expect, but there's a lot of new people that watch this sort of stuff, so I just want to clarify, you know, this is all fair testing, and of course they're done multiple times, so it's all done properly, so nothing to worry about. Of course, talk here, Insurgent just dominates, Guardian's no chance, and that's kind of expected. But when it comes to customization, the Guardian surprisingly has one option, as we already covered beforehand, with exhaust, whereas the Insurgent has none at all. However, it's pretty awesome that you can actually you know, upgrade the performance. As opposed, you can't do that with the pickup version, so it's nice to have two different versions there. Now when it comes to lap time testing, this is where it becomes a little bit interesting. You guys can get a nice overview of what to expect with the two on an actual track if you want to use this on road, which actually there is an entire playlist. I'll put a link in the description below for that if you want to try a Guardian only playlist. You can also try it with Insurgent. It works really well. Basically, a person from the Nodo crew called Denny Smith ended up making an entire playlist dedicated to the Guardian, but also works really well with Insurgent. I've done a few races on there. It was absolutely awesome. First time trying it. It was really intense. And even at these speeds that you're going at, you can get some awesome racing because there's more to think about at slower speeds, and you can't really make that many mistakes. So there's a lot more freedom for intense, close racing. So when it comes to the actual track here, and you're noticing why there's such a gap between Insurgent and the Guardian right now, it's because the Insurgent just goes in and out of corners so quick. It's just unreal. It's really awesome on tarmac, whereas the Guardian feels like as if you're dragging it a little bit because of its length and its general size, I guess. Although both of these are quite big, it's just the Guardian does have the tendency for its rear to stick out as you're taking these corners and trying to push it. So a little bit of oversteer can occur, whereas the Insurgent just sticks to the ground because of its weight, and it's just nice and smooth around these corners because it does have that freedom. Usually you'd expect a lot of understeer with the Insurgent, but that's not there. The brakes are absolutely awesome, and it just kicks in nice and easy, and it's really predictable as well, so it's efficient in that sense as well. So you can be more consistently quick with Insurgent as opposed with the Guardian. You sort of have to deal with its lack of going in and out of corners because you have to sort of deal with the general size and just be patient with it to really make it work. Even the 144 with the Guardian is quick, but not quick enough for the Insurgent with the 138.9 there. Now moving on to the off-road testing, this is where a lot of you guys are here for. Now, the weighting depth is interesting between the two. It's just more or less how you guys look at it if you want to go through water. But Thing is, Insurgent there will take it. Although Guardian seem like it usually would dominate in those scenes. But the thing about Insurgent, because it just generates so much power that it carries through without the revs bogging down, whereas the Guardian bogs down completely in that sense and has a more chance of failure, although both can go through that water section quite easily. Whereas you see the uphill here, oh my days, the uphill Guardian just dominates. You can see King of the Hill right there, whereas the Insurgent struggles. You have to do that little R2 trick where you feather it in order to get it going if you lose all the traction, which it does. You just look at that, traction is so bad off-road. Because it's just literally rear-wheel drive. It's not all-wheel drive, it's actually rear-wheel drive. It's quite surprising that is that for off-road vehicle. But hey, it is what it is. Thing is, it's just one of those things. By the way, the R2 trick is with obviously holding R1 at the same time and then letting go of R1 and feathering the R2 to get that traction back. But it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, the Insurgent's more stable and durable. As you can see how many flips the Guardian does, it's quite difficult to keep that under control when there's a lot more momentum going downhill. But yeah, the Insurgent definitely wants to go back onto its wheel, as quickly as possible, regardless of what the situation is and how much momentum you're going at, downhill, whatever. It's just so stable and durable. It's crazy, as you'd expect. So ground clearance, you can see here pretty much quite evident which one is more dominant in that sense. And the efficiency as well, you see the Guardian all round will actually be useful in all off-roading sections, because the thing about the Insurgent, it just gets stuck. It gets stuck in weird, awkward places, and it's kind of annoying to get out of that situation. So here is the overall summary between the two. On-road, the Insurgent will take it. On tarmac, of course, and off-road, the Guardian will take it. So that's basically it. Hopefully you guys have a better understanding of the two vehicles here for off-road from the Heist DLC editions. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what you guys prefer for off-roading, and definitely give the playlist a go and give the feedback down below in the comment section. I'll see you guys soon. Check you. Sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah.